inside you forever. No! It's still in my head. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. Today we are finally returning to fairy tale theater. So many of you guys requested this because so many of you guys are nostalgic for it. I had actually never seen it, but now I have. Last year, God, was it a year ago now? It was about a year ago now. I talked about their Frog Prince episode, which was lovely. I've been asked to cover more of them, basically as many as I possibly can, and it's been a hot second, so what I actually think I'm going to do is I'm going to do back-to-back fairy tale videos like we did with Fairy Tales for Every Child, because in scrolling through I just can never pick a fairy tale. There's so many good ones, and all of these look super interesting and kind of nightmare fuel-y. I think in the next video I'm going to cover their episode of Beauty and the Beast, which I've never seen any of these before sitting down to watch them, but everybody knows Beauty and the Beast is my favorite. But I think today we're going to have to talk about the Three Little Pigs. Mostly because I know Jeff Goldblum plays the wolf. TikTok taught me that. TikTok taught me that. Say that 5 times fast. I've seen a couple of quick little clips about this one, so I guess I half lied. I have seen part of this one, but just a clip of Jeff Goldblum being the wolf and being very Jeff Goldblum-y about it.
Hey, Bob, I do my own butchering. Have you seen any pigs or not?
So that's what we're going to talk about. I can hear everybody cheering from the other side of the camera right now. I can hear it. I can hear you cheering, being like, thank God she finally came back to it. I promise it won't be another year before we do more of them. Feels like my brain is full of squirrels juggling knives, and those squirrels juggling knives, the knives are juggling the video requests, so it's a big chaotic mess up there. Oh, so I had to switch videos that I'm playing this back on. It's on YouTube, I'll link it. But the first version that I pulled up was like cropped really weird, so I pulled up a secondary version, and now I guess this version has all the commercials, so you know that I love pre-roll commercials on old VHSs.
Bewitching Joan Collins and Witchy Joan Collins.
Oh god, so much of this looks terrifying.
Do you know anything about kissing?
I'm almost certain it has something to do with the lips.
In Cinderella.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to cover that one too.
Nice stitching, and I must say on you it looks positively scrumptious.
And Little Red Riding Hood, I can't do a marathon. If I do more than 2 of these videos in a row, people will riot, but I'm gonna have to come back around to do this very soon.
Jeff Goldblum will blow you away as a big bad wolf, hungry for Stephen First, a yuppie pig with a taste for the good life.
Yeah, this is the one that we're talking about today.
Fred Willard is the pig with all the wrong moves. And Valerie Perrine is the object of his affection.
Oh yeah, and the whole cast is star-studded. Billy Crystal is the smart pig, the one that builds the good house. We'll get into it more as we actually go, but yeah, that's what we've got coming up today.
Karen Black makes a splash in The Little Mermaid.
Alright, I can't just keep taking you through all of these, because now I'm just going to want to spend like a month covering nothing but this show, and people will absolutely kill me.
Hello, I'm Shelly Duvall.
Hi, Shelly Duvall. I'm gonna say it every time we see her, but Shelly Duvall is a badass, and she deserves so much better.
Welcome to Fairy Tale Theater.
You put some respect on Shelly Duvall's name.
We see how the runt of the litter teaches his brothers that inspiration and just plain hard work is the only way to keep the wolf away from the door.
Yay, life lessons! I love life lessons when they're told to me in a very cute fairy tale way and not the life is hard and then you die way. Bob Ross Pig!
You sure can't tell who got the looks in this family.
I love that the pig costumes are bad. I love that the pig costumes are bad. They didn't bother to make them look real or use any kind of prosthetic. It doesn't look like they've just got little pig ear hats on, and that's adorable. I love this.
I know. I'll paint a family portrait.
Artists don't make any money unless it's from a matchbook cover.
He's already such a cynic. Is that what capitalism does to all of us?
Hi, Ma!
Oh, the way that they rubbed noses. I wasn't expecting that.
Shut up!
Is that Doris Roberts? As in the Doris Roberts from Everybody Loves Raymond? Oh my god.
How was work, Ma?
Well,
Cleaning up after people is a never-ending job.
I've got to show this to my parents. If there's two actors that they both love, it's Doris Roberts and Billy Crystal. And Jeff Goldblum. I have to show them this.
All right, now here we go. Ah, there you go, sweetheart.
I know they're pigs, but they couldn't use forks. Makes me uncomfortable.
It's time for you boys to leave home.
But let me stay, Maha, please! Can't you let me stay till I'm disgustingly wealthy?
Be lucky that you're not living in this current economy. Some of us just can't leave home because of inflation and living prices. Anyway, sorry for complaining, this is a fairy tale show.
You know what, Mom? I think it's a good idea. I mean, we all could use some new experiences in life.
Also, by the way, there's nothing wrong with living at home. If somebody's given you shit recently about living at home, you tell them to fuck right off. Life is hard enough as it is without people like that.
There's a lot of dreams to follow out there.
I don't want to follow any dreams. I just want to be taken care of.
Oh, and there's that burnout kicking in.
Your father, swine that he was, did manage to bury some money in the mud for you boys.
Oh, that would be mean if it wasn't for the fact that they're all technically swine. Also, Doris Roberts was about my height, I think, and I love that. That makes me so happy.
Even though you were the runt of the litter, I trust that you will be successful in whatever it is you choose to do with your life.
Also, Judy Garland. She was about 4'11" too, so you know what? Short people are badass, is what I'm saying.
Keep your chinny chin chins up.
All of my chinny chin chins? I have more than one, not that I'm ashamed of that, but like, I don't know. You gotta be pretty optimistic to keep all of them up at once.
I'm not living or singing with you two clowns. From here on out, I'm a free pig.
Oh my god, and it's Fred Willard. I saw all these names in the credits, but I didn't put it together. Fred Willard was also on Everybody Loves Raymond. I watch a lot of Everybody Loves Raymond reruns with my parents, okay? This is a big deal for me.
We could live together, maybe form a folk trio. We can call ourselves Peter, Paul, and Larry.
They could be like the Beatles, but they're pigs. Somebody come up with a pig-related Beatles pun that I can't think of right now.
Mail order dirt. I call it real estate, but it's just a big dirt clod.
That would be dishonest.
I know, that's why I gotta strike fast.
So the two brothers kind of dip and they leave Billy Crystal, Pig. I'm not sure what any of their names are, I'm sorry.
Come back! We could, if we stick together, we could do something worthwhile!
To kind of just sit on a rock by himself and be alone, which is sad. Sorry, I have makeup in my eye. I was like almost done doing my makeup today, and then like right as I was done, I smudged my eyeliner. And every time something like that happens, I just think of that scene with John Cusack from Room 1408 where he's like, I was out! I was almost out! Or something like that. That's what I think about.
Yeah. Mom.
I like how he's writing with his little piggy hoofs. That's adorable. Meanwhile...
96. 97.
Oh my god, it's Jeff Goldblum Wolf.
Bob and Marge are coming over this weekend for dinner.
The coyotes, I can't stand them. Unbelievable. I've got to go get a pig for Bob Coyote.
The fact that he's about to trip on the tail, and if he trips on it, I think it'll just fall off, is hilarious.
You never help around the cave. You don't appreciate.
All right, quit hounding me. I'll get your stupid pig.
Is the big bad wolf in a loveless marriage? Oh dear. Ooh, root beer. That root beer looked good. This is giving off very Ren Fair energy. I've never been to a Ren Fair, but I feel like I would enjoy it.
Because I've got a lot of used clocks now. This one here almost works. That's why I'm going to give you a deal on it. Oh, no, actually, I wanted to buy some building material.
You just buying, like, building materials from, like, a junkyard, dude?
What is this? Well, that is your basic straw. That's all natural.
So since there's no Home Depot around, I guess this is their only option. And this first little piggy...
You crazy? This stuff is cheap with a capital Ch. It is? I'll buy the straw.
He's building the way that I would like to call the American route. You know, what's the cheapest thing? Americans, if you tell us something's on sale, we're gonna buy it even if we don't want it or need it.
I intend to be the richest pig in the world. Well, that's what makes this country so great. Even a pig can become a millionaire.
I mean, yeah, but pigs whose parents are already rich probably have a better shake. But anyway, later we get a second pig. I'm just gonna call them first pig, second pig, Billy Crystal Pig.
So here I am now, hook loose and fancy free.
I mean, all of these actors are so memorable, but I just, you know, it'll go faster if I'm not worried that I'm forgetting their name every time.
So I said, hey, enough is enough.
We get this pig's feet shot, hoof shot, uncomfortable, and then he's...
Hey, hubba, sugar cakes over here.
Catcalling other pigs.
See the world? Maybe Europe, maybe Wyoming.
Oh, I've always wanted to go to Wyoming. It seems so beautiful.
Well, hello, sweetie sweets.
No, stop. Just stop harassing this nice lady.
I'm Paul. Paul, the pig on the ball.
She's dressed up in her fancy dress and she doesn't need any of this shit.
Tell me, Bacon Bits, where have you been all my life?
Bacon, all of these pickup lines seem wildly offensive to pigs especially, but just I feel offended just for having to see it.
You and me go and chew some hay someplace, if you know what I mean.
I think I know what you mean.
Well, I think you've already bit off more than you can chew.
The euphemisms are using euphemisms.
I got no house.
If you don't have a house, you don't have me.
I'm gonna build me a house.
So he doesn't want a house to have a place to live. He wants a house so that he can get a girlfriend.
Every pig needs a place of his own.
Pig plus house equals pig girlfriend. This is basic pig math. I'm with him.
Who needs a house?
Oh, and he's already given up on the house.
I'm gonna build me a house.
Oh, now he's back on the house train. You know, it's just, it's a roller coaster, really.
I'll make my house so it will blend in with the scenery.
Meanwhile, Billy Crystal Pig is doing it the correct way, and he's, like, planning out blueprints.
And I'll design it so the acoustics will cause the sound of the oboe to reverberate off the walls through my head.
I can tell you guys this, because my granddads don't watch this channel, but my granddads are architects. Hi, Granddad. And Dan, if you're watching this channel, skip forward like 30 seconds so that you don't ruin the surprise. They're architects, and I always imagined that when they finally retired one day, I would give them like a really nice copy of The Three Little Pigs as a retirement gift, because, you know, they build the houses and the one pig builds the house that's way better than the other. You get it. It's cute. It's a cute thing for a grandchild to give their grandparents.
I like wood.
Nope, too easy.
And ladies, love wood. Believe me.
I gotta get my head out of the gutter. There's a potential that my grandparents are watching this.
You think that'll cover it? For a bunch of sticks.
Now hold on, Mr. Man. I'm not a heckling kind of pig. Take it or leave it.
I think you're getting ripped off, dude. I come from a coupon cutting household. We don't pay full price for stuff.
You ain't nothing but garbage.
Ooh, look at the wolf. He's all fancy.
You, out of my way. What, you ain't got ears?
Is the wolf just bullying nature?
Now let's see, where do you find a pig?
You remember when Jeff Goldblum was in Thor Ragnarok and everybody said, like, oh, I wonder if he even got cast or if he just showed up with a costume? And they were like, yeah, and because he's just Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum. This is another one of those situations. Did he have the wolf outfit in the trunk and he just, like, rolled up and they were like, sure. Look at the little spring in his step when he walks. He's got such a rhythm. I want to be as confident as that wolf one day.
Hi, Mr. Man.
You with you a second? I'm busy here.
Hang on. It is! That's Mr. Heckles from Friends. I'm sorry I'm blanking on his actual name right now. I'm just recognizing everybody. This is fantastic.
These bricks!
Oh, well, they're used. A wall caved in. They've been in the way forever.
Used bricks, huh? I didn't know you could repurpose bricks. I guess you can. Also, a brick's a brick. What's the harm?
Since they're used and they've been here forever, why don't you just give them to me?
See, this guy knows how to actually shop.
Now, you buy a nice used pan. I'm going to throw those bricks in as a bonus.
This is the same satisfaction I get watching Extreme Coupon Cutters, and probably just as applicable to real life as Extreme Coupon Cutters. What do you have to hammer in, my guy? It's straw.
Larry, what's wrong with you? You're walking like an old porker.
I got bricks in my pockets.
He's carrying them back in his pockets? Like, trip by trip? That's committed. He's committed to this house.
You gotta build a house fast.
Anything worth doing is worth doing right.
Yes, so the moral of the story is that you do things the right way or you don't do them at all.
Guess being the runt of the litter really makes you crazy.
And that short people are great.
What style is your house? Baroque?
It's gonna Baroque pretty quickly. I hated saying that. But I was also gonna lose sleep if I didn't.
First, get some bricks.
I probably shouldn't admit to this because I think it's technically a crime, but also it happened when I was 8 years old, so like, what are you gonna do? Come at me, lawman, I'm not afraid of you. So when I was 8, we were on vacation at the beach, and they were building a beach house, and there were a bunch of bricks just like out on the pallets because it was like the weekend and they weren't actually working that day. And 8-year-old me just thought, wouldn't it be fun to take a brick? I was like, I could paint it and I could like glue seashells that I find from the beach on it, and I'll like write the date on it. It'll be a memory of the beach. I could have just stuck to just the seashells, but oh no, I needed a brick. Also, I'm pretty sure that was the same vacation where I got stung by a jellyfish. It wrapped its tentacle all the way around my arm, and I still have a scar on my arm to this day because of that, so I think karma got me. I still have the brick though.
Now begin to build. That's it? That's all I tell you?
Ah, he got one of those IKEA manuals. Time to build it. Good luck. That's the IKEA motto.
So, a telephone, eh? I've heard of telephones, that's why I gotta have one.
What time period does this take place in? I mean, there's sentient pigs, there's bigger questions to ask, but I always thought original Three Little Pigs took place in a time period before phones. The wolf was lifting weights too, so like, you know, it's not really worth pondering on for too long.
So you can call anybody, right?
If they have a phone.
Do you have any friends that also have a phone, or else that's gonna be pretty lonely? Oh, he's calling the girl, of course.
What time for a phone call in the middle of my mud pack?
Oh, she's wearing a mud mask. I thought this was straight up blackface, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my, how cozy. And I just bet you have a big fireplace where two romantic pigs can kind of snuggle up.
The southern accent.
What say you come on over and I'll give you the grand tour. Say, tomorrow for brunch?
What do pigs eat for brunch? Because usually when I eat brunch, there's a lot of pig products. Is the vegan teacher gonna try to come for me, too? No, she would never do that. I'm not nearly famous enough. Haven't made it until the vegan teacher calls you a murderer. He just scare a kid for fun?
Can I help you, sir? I'm looking for a pig.
He just seems so over it.
What, are you making fun of me because I can't read?
I think my favorite thing about Jeff Goldblum is that he gives off the vibe that it's an hour past lunch and he's hangry and he's like, we just have to get the shot.
Bob, I do my own butchering. Now, have you seen any pigs or not?
And I vibe with that so hard.
Actually, no, I haven't.
Yeah, integrity.
Nice straw. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Actually, now that I come to think of it, there was a pig here recently buying materials for his house.
Sell out.
A coward.
Yes, sir.
I like that in a man.
Yeah, the world is run by cowards? Was that accidentally based, what I just said? I don't think I've ever said anything based.
Oh, by the way, if you're lying, I'm going to come back and I'm going to find you and I'm going to chew on your face.
Oh, God.
You ever had your face chewed on by a wolf?
No.
I don't think you want to.
Uh-huh. Well, it's no joyride.
Yeah, that sounds unpleasant. That sounds like you could get rabies.
Now that was a big bad wolf.
I'd be afraid that he was gonna hurt himself in the fall, but he just sold out 3 people to a murderer. So, karma.
Let me show you around, Paul. What? Here's a corner.
Every person I know that lives in like a New York City studio apartment, this is what it is. And honestly, I love it for them. I would 100% love to live in like those tiny houses. I'm a tiny person. You know those tiny houses that are basically just an itty bitty little like camper, but you live in it? I would live in one of those. And again, housing market's tough, so desperate times, tiny houses, something like that.
What's with you, Larry? You crazy? Bring someone a brick for a present?
Well, it's part of my house. You see, from my house to his house, a little warmth.
Oh, that's a thoughtful gift, though. I hope it's not one of the bricks that he needed. It probably wasn't. He probably just, like, had an extra one, and he was like, oh, shit, I need to get him something for housewarming. I'll just give him a fucking brick. But, like, that's cute.
That's pretty good, Larry.
Although I am picturing him just, like, pulling out an essential brick that's, like, a load-bearing brick and the whole thing coming down. But this pig is way too smart for that.
Oh, boy! Oh, it's Mom!
Mama Pig!
Let's dance!
I like her little pig dance. That's so cute.
This must be it. Only a pig would build a house like this.
Ouch, so judgmental. You're a wolf who can't stop yelling at his wife.
It's a wolf!
This is why you always make sure that you have curtains in your front door. I have like front-facing windows in my house, and you gotta hang up curtains because if like somebody comes to the door unannounced and they see you and you like make eye contact with them, you've gotta answer the door. But if there's curtains, you can just pretend like you weren't there, ever. It's shady, but also don't come to my door unannounced.
Okay, listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. Open the door. Or I'm going to huff and I'm going to puff and, I'm going to blow your house in. What do you think of that?
He's like doing this like he's a hard-boiled wolf detective on NCIS. This is fantastic. Oh, he meant it. He blew that sucker down.
Suey.
Is he gonna eat the pigs in this version? Very dark.
Where'd it go?
I had this storybook as a child. It was one of my favorites, and I'm blanking on the name, but I can see the illustrations so clearly. I actually bought this tarot deck specifically because it reminded me of the illustrations in that book. It was basically just the story of the three little pigs, but from the wolf's perspective. But in this version, he just was trying to bake a cake and mind his business, and like he was just trying to get flour from his mean pig neighbors, and every single time he went to their house, there was like a mishap, and he like ruined the house, and then all of the neighbors. I was gonna say all the pigs gossiped about him, but I don't think that's what happened. I think he ate them. I think he was just like, well, as long as we're here, it's unethical, but there's no one doing it now. It's like when somebody else orders Chick-fil-A, you know?
Is that you?
Who are you expecting, Nadine? The Duke of Earl?
The Duke of Earl, huh?
No, I don't have the pig. It ain't that easy, Nadine. You just don't go up to a pig and say, hey, why don't you come home with me so my wife can cook you up for dinner?
They need marriage counseling. Anytime you're icing your headache with a beer, you need somebody's help from somewhere.
I want a pig!
You could say please, lady.
Unbelievable.
I think they just have trouble understanding each other.
Peter! What are you doing here?
Okay, words. I know it's been a hard day, but this is not helping.
Now, if I may impose upon your hospitality.
No way, pal. Out, out, out.
You're gonna kick your own brother out after he almost got eaten by a wolf? That's low.
Oh, all right. You can stay.
Also, this pig is played by Stephen First, who voiced, that's not a word. He voiced Booster in Buzz Lightyear of Star Command.
Hey, pig lady.
She's really pulling off this whole all-pink ensemble really well. You know how hard it is to pull off pink? I mean, I don't wear pink because I'm a sad little goth that just likes to bake cookies and play Nancy Drew games, but, like, I could never pull it off if I tried to. Look at her. She's killing it.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Find out what it means to me.
You ever hear the name Wolf? I'm Buck Wolf.
She's bobbing around like an NPC in a video game.
Do you find me attractive?
See, I'm married, and it's very...
Oh, I see.
Did he say I'm married in 30?
I'll just bet you work out, don't you, Buck?
Work out? What's it look like?
I have no idea what I'm watching, but I'm glad to be watching it.
Wait a minute. All I want to do is take you home and have you for dinner.
Oh, she's killing it, but he might kill her.
How dare you!
Well, that was a failure all around, just for everybody involved, including me. The tail dragging on the ground. I bet it got so dusty. Shout out to the costuming department who will never know that I made this video, but I appreciate you. Wherever you are, I appreciate that you worked so hard, surely.
I've got the place surrounded. Come out with your hooves above your head. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that really wasn't fair. You went 1, 2, 3. That's like I used to have the second who like would tell me like, hey, the main actor will go by when I was doing extra work full time. Main actor will go by and then you count 3 beats and then you do your cross. And I would always naturally say, well, how long of a beat are you talking? They would go, well, you know, you count 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, that's not 3 beats. That's not, I'm
2, 3.
Is the coat a coat that he's wearing, or is that his fur? Like, if I look at any of these characters for more than, like, a second, I'm gonna be just falling down a rabbit hole of confusion. And he fucked up the house.
It's ridiculous. Disappearing pigs.
Paul Link.
Really? Nothing looks out of the ordinary to you, lady?
I've got to get to my brother's house.
A brother?
A nice, strong brick house.
Oh, I just love bricks.
Hey, baby. I'm super interested in those sexy bricks you got. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you must be Lowry. I've heard so much about you.
Billy Crystal gonna get the girl.
Oh, I see you play the oboe. I just love the sound of an oboe.
Huh. This woman's so committed to flirting, but she's so bad at it.
So what do you say, Laird? Can we stay?
Of course. But only if we start acting like brothers.
Yeah, family. Family sticks together. That's the other lesson.
All right, if we're gonna fight this wolf, we've got to do it together.
Never mind. Apparently the lesson is that our families are dicks sometimes. Not my family. My family's great. Mostly. You know who you are.
Open the door, Ham Hock. Ow!
Oh my god, the hand! He just like swats him away.
I'll talk to him, no problem.
Oh, no. This is much too dangerous.
What are you saying? She can't help because she's a girl? Is that what you're saying? I'm gonna send you a tweet about how I don't like this.
Look, no more Mr. Nice Guy. You either opened up now, and I mean now.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin. Chin.
You keep saying that. What do you mean, chinny chin chin? What does it mean?
The wolf is getting very stressed. That's a good try. You should try again.
Okay, ready? Here we go. I'm huffing.
He's got amazing breath support. The Big Bad Wolf must be a great singer. Hey, we're always naming bands. What do you think the Big Bad Wolf's band name would be? What would he frontman for? And what would he cover? Because at least this version of the wolf, I could see him covering, like, Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine.
That's round one.
Now that wolf is probably going to come back.
No, he's not gonna come back.
He's probably gonna come back.
This is war. And you know what they say? War is heck.
How dare you swear on my fucking YouTube channel? On my Christian Minecraft server? I didn't drink most of this coffee.
I've got an idea, but it's going to take all of us working together.
Can I do anything?
You already have.
Alright, now it's time to hatch a plan. Oh, he can remove the coat. So I can only assume that it's just extra fur that he's wearing on top of. But then wouldn't it be like wearing a skin suit if you were... I don't like this thought process. But also I don't like the thought process that it is his fur, because then it just reminds me of Cats the movie where Rebel Wilson unzips her cat suit and there's another suit. It's truly horrifying.
Pig on the roof!
This is like when my cats play with each other.
That was so close. You're scaring me. Please go away.
One just like batting and the other one's like meh. I love it.
Oh, whatever you do, don't use a ladder.
Ladder? What ladder?
The ladder that's hidden behind that bush. Please don't find it.
Oh, it'd be a shame if you found that. It's definitely not a trap, Mr. Wolf.
Make a left. A left. A left.
Left, your other left.
Start saying your prayers, Oinkman.
All right, plan commences. Billy Crystal sees that the ladder has gone up, drops down the chimney like Santa Claus, but I like him better than Santa Claus.
Here we go. I know he was up here.
Look at how level he made that roof. I thought thatched roofs were better for like drainage and stuff. But he's the pig that's great at building houses, so what do I know?
Whatever you do, don't jump down the chimney.
I'll jump down the chimney and surprise him.
Wow, where did you get that idea? Coming back to this point, because I'm still not over it, Jeff Goldblum is playing this wolf like any other character.
Inside the house.
In a way that not many people would, and I respect that. Really? That knocked him out? Lame-ass wolf. How dare you not have stronger skeleton bone structure, skull structure? I was trying to victim blame the fictional wolf, but I did it wrong, so sorry. Ooh, he's gonna have a headache. He's gonna need some Tylenol.
What happened?
The lump on his head.
I've had a bad day, Nadine.
Poor wolf friend. I mean, he did try to kill and eat everybody, so I don't feel that bad. And Billy Crystal did get the girl. Or at least he gets to hold hands with the girl, which usually means that he got the girl. And the other two brothers didn't get to go through any real character development like in most of the stories, because they either are not smart enough to learn their lesson or they die. They get eaten. And that's the end. We see the cast one more time and then we're done. Isn't that cute? That felt so short. That was an hour long? I guess it's testament to how, like, entertaining it is. Of, like, if I was like, ugh, just let it end, then that usually means that it's not a very good show. Like those movies you occasionally see on the film circuit where you're just like, fuck, this is only 5 minutes long? We haven't been here for a year? When is it over? But yeah, that's all I got for you this time, guys. Like I said, I think I'll come back and do the Beauty and the Beast episode. There's so many more episodes that I want to cover, particularly Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, and The Little Mermaid. If I just keep piling onto the fairy tale theater train, I don't know how many I can get away with before people are like, Avery, do something else. Other things get recommended too, and it's like, yeah, I know, but like hyperfixation, you know? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. Thank you specifically to the probably dozens of you that have recommended and requested this show and more of these episodes since the last video that I did about it, which was a year ago, and I'm sorry. But yeah, if you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTube review say so because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Bye! I was gonna say, like, subscribe or I'll huff and puff and blow your house down, but I wouldn't do that to you. You're fine. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to. We'll miss you, though.